Hi everyone, welcome to e-learning day 1. First, before we start our first paper, I want to let you know how you're going to get them from Schoology to Notability so you can write on them and then send them back to Schoology where I will get them back from you. First of all, you're going to open our Schoology page. And then you're going to see an e-learning folder, this red one at the very top. As soon as you open it, this is where you're going to get everything you're going to need for our course. So you're going to click on that. And then that folder is going to open. And then I want you to scroll down. We are in week 1, which is March 30th to April 3rd. Click that. And then we are on e-learning day 1, Monday, March 30th. So click that folder. And this is where you're going to see your paper. You want to touch the one that says PDF, Chapter 7, Worksheet 1. That's the one we're going to open and put in Notability. The one right below it with the pencil is going to be the assignment. Now, the assignment is basically where you're going to drop it once you're done working on it in Notability. Okay, so I'm going to touch that PDF. And it's going to open my worksheet. Now, I can't write on it here because I need to put it into Notability. I can't write on it when it's in Schoology. So I'm going to click the share arrow box at the very upper right corner of your screen. And that is going to say, well, where do you want to put it? I'm going to click Notability. And then I'm going to say Create New Note. And in the upper right corner, I'm going to say Import. And then it's going to tell me one file sent to Notability done. So now I can go to Notability and go back to this first screen. You might have to refresh it. And the one on the very top is the one I just put in. So there you go. And then you can write on it. Now I'm just going to go back. I downloaded one a little bit earlier that I already have some things written on for you. All right, so in this worksheet, I'm going to be doing 3 questions for you, and I'm going to ask that you complete the rest of them and then submit it to me when you're done. So here's the directions. We are doing our polynomials unit, so we're going to start by adding like terms. Now, like terms are going to be terms that have the exact same variable, so the same letter, x, n, things like that. And they also have the same exponent. And if they have the same variable and the same exponent, they're like terms and you can add them together. So that's what we're going to be doing here on worksheet 1. So the first question I'm going to do with you is question number 1, and the directions are simplify each sum. Now, in order to do that, we notice that there's a plus right here in the middle. Now that's really important because after today, that's sometimes going to be changed to a minus, and that means we're going to do something a slight little bit different. But for now on this worksheet, they're all pluses, so we are good. So let me erase that. And then what I need to do here is I have to look at all my exponents. So a 3, a 4, a 4, and then this one doesn't have one, so I'm going to say it's always a 1 if you don't see an exponent. And I'm going to say, well, what's the highest exponent that I see? And you should say, well, the highest exponent's a 4. So all the terms that have an exponent of 4, like these 2 right here, are going to be like terms. And we're going to want to combine those together. So let me erase the other ones. All right, now when I want to combine those together, I want to add the coefficients. Coefficients are going to be the numbers in front of the n's. So I have my first one, which I don't even see a number. So that means there's a 1. And then the second one, there's a 5. So I'm going to add 1 n to the 4th plus 5 n to the 4th. And 1 plus 5 is 6. So together, that gives me 6 n to the 4th. Now, you notice that we do add the numbers, the coefficients in front of the variables, but we don't change those exponents at all. So that's going to be 6n to the 4th. All right, next, I'm going to change colors here to help you follow. We are going to find the next highest exponent that we see. So the next highest exponent we see is this one, which is 3rd. And there aren't any other terms that have a 3 exponent. So we are just going to write that term all by itself next. So we're going to say plus 2n to the 3rd power. We call that 2n cubed. And then last, there's only one term remaining. And with that one term remaining, this is 4n. Now this is really to the 1 power, but we don't typically write 1 power. For shorthand, we just write n. So we're going to write that term last. minus 4n. And just be real careful. That negative right in front of it is kind of attached to the 4n. So it's negative 4n. All right, and that finishes our first question. All right, so next we are going to go on to our second problem. And the second problem we're going to do here is question number 6. So question number 6 is a little more crazy. It's got a little bit more terms, but we're going to follow the exact same procedure that we did before. So go ahead and look at all those exponents. Okay, what's the highest one that you see? Okay, I hope you're saying 4. So this is the highest exponent I see, and it occurs at both of these terms. So these two terms are like terms, and I'm going to combine them together by adding. So I have 4n to the 4th power plus 3n to the 4th power, and 4 plus 3 is 7, so that gives me 7n to the 4th power. And then after that, we are going to do the next highest power. So the next highest power I see appears to be 2. I don't see any 3s, so I see 2s here and here. So these are like terms as well. So I'm going to have negative 8n squared. And remember that negative has to be attached to the 8n squared. So negative 8n squared, and then I have a plus 6n squared. Now, if you need to pull out your calculator, feel free to do that. Negative 8 plus 6 is going to give me negative 2. So together, negative 8n squared plus 6n squared gives me negative 2n squared. So last term I have here appears to be this first guy over here. His exponent is 1. And I don't see any other terms with an exponent of 1. So he's just by himself. He doesn't have any like terms. So we're just going to add him to the end. Now I know you don't see a sign in front of him. When you don't see a sign in front, it means plus. So plus 3n. Now I don't want you to write that one exponent because we typically don't write that exponent when it's a 1. All right, so that's all for this one. And that's the answer to number 6. Now, notice that all the exponents do go down. I have my highest exponent term first, then they go down until you get to the lowest exponent term last. All right, one more I'm going to do for you today. I'm going to do number 11. So here it is. So this one's real similar to the last one that we did. I'm going to look at all those exponents, and I'm going to see which the highest one is. So looking through, I see that 3 here is the highest exponent, and I see another one with a 3 exponent over here. So those are like terms. All right, so I'm going to add 7m cubed minus 7m cubed. So 7 minus 7, well, hey, that's 0. So that gives me 0m cubed, or to the 3rd power. Okay, next I have my next highest exponent that I see. No, I don't see any higher exponents, so I'm going to say my 1 exponents that I have on these two terms are the next highest. Those are like terms as well because they have the same variable m and the same exponent 1. So I'm going to combine those like terms, and I have a positive 6m plus 8m. So 6 plus 8 is 14. And so I'm going to write plus 14m. And again, we don't write that one exponent just for simplicity there. All right, the last term here is going to be my constant terms. Now we call those constant terms when they don't have a variable. So I have a negative 1 here, and I have a 6. So those are like terms because they both don't have any m's. So I'm going to say negative 1 plus 6 is a positive 5. Now, I'm almost done here. We need to simplify this a little bit. What we have to notice here is that we have a 0 term, 0m cubed. Whenever you have a 0 coefficient, we're not going to write that term at all. So we're just going to omit that, and we're going to write the rest of it. So we're going to say our answer is 14m plus 5. And that's our answer to number 11. So hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, let me know. Feel free to send me an email, kpetco@d211.org, and I'll get back to you and we'll set you straight. Now, when you need to turn this in, what you have to do is you have to click that share arrow. Now in Notability, it's on the left-hand side at the top, so like right up there. And you're going to click that. Now, I'm not going to be able to show you everything here since I'm a teacher and you're a student, but when you click that, you're not going to see Schoology here. So what you have to do is go down to the very bottom where it says Other Apps, and you're going to look at the top and you're going to say Format. Make sure it says PDF right here at the top where it says Format, and once it says Format, PDF, you're going to click Share Note at the bottom, the blue rectangle. And then we're going to look for our Schoology. So you can scroll up across these, and you're probably not going to see Schoology as a choice. So if you don't see it, click that 3 dots for more. And then if you scroll down, you're going to see Copy to Schoology. Now, you're going to see all these where it says Submit to Assignment. Okay, so you're going to click Submit to Assignment. Now, I don't see the choices here because I'm a teacher, but you're going to see Our Course and the same icon Math that you see in Our Course. You're going to click that, and then you're going to look for the assignment that says Chapter 7-Worksheet 1. And you're going to click that one, and you're going to say Submit to that assignment. And that's like turning in your paper to me, and that's how I'm going to see that you did it. So hopefully that works. If you have any questions, again, please feel free to let me know. And I'll help you out as best I can. All right. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.